Hi and welcome back. I do hope you're enjoying these readings. If you are, keep the comments coming and like and subscribe, and we'll go straight into the reading for Pisces. Now Pisces, I want you to look to the left hand side. Bottom card is the High Priestess. Now when she comes along, she's the most spiritualist card we have in the pack. Now she's good guidance and she's good intuition. So you've got to listen now to this moment in time to your own intuition. I do see that there's unity and strength in this card, and this is what you've got. And sometimes, although you feel like a little bit up and down at this moment in time, just note that your intuition is up, it's running, so keep strongly in tune with it. You do have the Death card at the side of you. Now that means completing things as well. It means the ending of old and the beginning of new. So things are coming to a head, things are stopping, and things are beginning. So stops and beginnings are on your cards there. So I feel like I want to move you forward a little bit as we go into the two. Now the two of wands there for you means you're holding things inwardly a little bit, but also you're reflecting on both your outward journey and your inward journey. So you're struggling a little bit here, right, about what you need to put down, what you need to end, and what you need to keep going with. So I feel like you're struggling along this road, but you'll by using your intuition and by using your own guidance, you'll decide what you're doing, what you're going to do, and where you're heading for. Because I feel this very strongly with you at this moment because of both the cards that's come at the bottom. The powerful start, they're both twos there, so they're making you look at your direction. You're good at keeping things in as well, but don't keep things too close. You just let things out from time to time. Because my High Priestess, she's good at keeping secrets, but she needs to let her own inner secrets out and not hold things too close to her chest in all time. So letting that go. I feel like you've gone through a lot and a lot of obstacles have come through, but you've had a lot of growth. You've been wounded very much within your past, because I can see the cards there where we're stacking up all behind you there, where all these wands are packed up. Now that means that you've come through some difficult times, but you're still holding on to some things within inside, because that's why I'm reflecting with the two cards at the bottom and bringing your Death card in then. So the things you need to let go of and things you don't need to keep holding on to, but you do. And sometimes you hold on to them too much, and that's when you feel a little bit down. The Emperor comes in. Now that's a very stubborn card there, so you can show you're stubborn when you want to be. You'll put authority out there when we need to be, and it's also significantly to you being in charge of situations that's around. But again, it's good advice. You're one that can give advice out when other people need it as well. Although you've had your own wounds and situations, and through your own growth, you can allow that to let you give advice to others. There's going to be news of a birth to come, because the Empress is there and she gives birth, but also she's got growth with her, and it doesn't always have to signify a birth, but it can be the beginning of seeds that you've set. So new things upon your pathway just beginning to come and beginning to grow. And all this won't reflect with everybody, with all the Pisces, but I feel like it is a new beginning that's starting, because the Death card's bringing you things to an end. So watch where there's new growth to come. And I just feel like news to come as well. You've got a victory coming, so somebody's going to be praising you there, but just take it that it'll be short-lived parade that you're having, but somebody's going to praise you and give you thanks for the hard work you've done. There will be another offering on your cards, because the cups are coming there with the hand of offering. You get bored easily, you need things to do, so there'll be something new structuring around you here, and you can, just look up and take a look at this, because sometimes you dismiss things a little easier and that through that boredom. But just have a look and don't sort of throw people's kindness in the face sometimes, because somebody's trying to give you a little bit of an helping hand there. I see the Knight of Cups is there for you. Now that means you're trotting a little bit there, and I feel your journey's starting to trot on. Now that's a very proud card to have, because it's a proud horse and it trots on very nicely. So you could see where something's going to take you, trotting you along this road, and somebody's going to be very proud of you, because there you go, and you're trotting on lovely. You do carrying the burdens though in the here and now. You're burdened down a little bit, so don't take everything on board. Start to look up at what you can put out, because what I feel is you're carrying everything around, whether it's home or work, you're carrying such a lot around there, and you need to start to lift your head up and bring yourself out of your burdens that you're placing upon yourself. I see that the Tower's there for you, and that is about a clear out and a sort out. So it's time to take out the old, bring in the new. But again, things will collapse if they're not on solid foundations. So be careful to build on very, very firm foundations, because if you don't, your tower will collapse. So where it's been in the past, as I can see, you've been wounded there. Now you need to put your structures down and note that the Tower's a very strong card to have. But sometimes, again, it's great to have a good blowout into it. So letting off your steam and blowing out from time to time won't hurt. It'll get rid of your burdens. So give it a good blowout there. I see that you've got the card coming in where there's home improvements need. So sometimes it can mean that two people living under the same roof just need to come together a little bit stronger, and just note that you're there for one another. So it's a little bit of building on that, and be happy under your dwelling place. But significantly, it means a great deal of home improvements coming in. So some things you want to structure around a home will change, but you're going to be able to build that. So something we've not quite completed. The Devil comes for you. Now, the Devil means anytime you know, although we can stick to the Devil sometimes, it can be a little bit of what we used to, we don't want to let go of. So it can be something that's forming an addiction, if you like. You've got used to this. So it's time to know that your chains are not tied solid. You can walk free whenever you want, because that's what they are, they're loose. But sometimes we like to be around the people that's very much, we share the same things. So again, like I said, a little bit of indulgence, but having a little bit of pleasures as well, because again, the Devil comes in to give you that. I see that the Magician's there. So again, as I say, it's the one, it's about changes, but it's about setting seeds in your mind. So somebody planting them things into your mind, or a thought, for a food for thought, if you like, of what. So we're doing some thinking time, and we're setting seeds, so we're ploughing them in there. I see that the card, the Three of Pentacles. Now that's great, because that's leadership card, and that shows you've got qualities of a leader, and you've got that, and you can show that off. So you're showing off to a lot of people around you, and you can also work well within a group and show them your qualities that's in there. So significantly, you're starting new things, but you're showing what you're worth. So you're bringing out the best in yourself. You're going to be down in the dumps with a little bit of depression. I can see that the card's showing you that. But you know, it's time to bridge over troubled waters. Don't cry over spilt milk, or what's gone's gone. Pick your head up and go forward over that bridge, because you're quite capable of crossing them waters. Now, although we're propping you up, and you've got people who will always prop you up, and this is what I feel like you need sometimes. Like I said, you've got the High Priestess, she's a keeper of secrets. Don't keep everything inside. Note that you can let things out, and you'll feel a whole lot better. So I feel a little bit up and down there emotionally wise, where the card comes in of the Five. The Fives are always a very difficult card. I see the Page of Wands also there, and now the Page of Wands is where work is looking up. So direction where work is showing no problems. I feel directions and things to look up where work is, but you're showing them what you're good at. The World card comes for you. Now the World card is again a completion card. So there's definitely something going to be completed, and there's definitely something coming in new where you Pisces are concerned, because the four corners of the world has been offered to you here. So it's a completion card. So we're completing something, but we're also going to look into our finances, because the money tree is there. I want you to know there's money under your feet, and there's money being planted in savings, investments, and we're taking stock of them now. So a bit further down here this road, we're going to see this money tree. But again, sometimes it doesn't grow like we want it to do, but we've got to nurture the finances. We've got to keep a keen eye on them, but watch them and just let them nurture and grow in their own strength, in their own time. The Hangman's coming in for you. Now that again is turning you upside down, but you've got to note that people do not always see the same things as you from the same angle that you see them at. You've got to reflect, and it's also time to go internally and reflect inside and just decide again. So there's going to be some thinking time to be done here, but take your time, reflect it. And there's sometimes, you know, the Hangman has to be sacrifices. So the things you have to let go of, and things you do not need to carry around. As I've said, I've already seen you wounded in your past. But you need to reflect and turn your whole life around a little bit now, because you do have the King of Swords. Now that could be new contracts, new documents to be signed, also connecting, it could be with the legal man. But to me, it's an authority figure, and this is what you like to be. You like to be in charge of situations and nobody be in charge of you. And you like to give good advice when you can, and you will do. And you'll always stand up, and you'll stick up, and you'll speak for what's rightly yours. And I feel that very much that you will be doing that in your future. You'll be sticking up for your own self, and you'll be sticking up for and truthfully what you believe in. But you're great at giving advice, and people may come to you for their advice, the advice that they actually need. So you could be a good shoulder to someone there as well. Now I want you to take it back to your major card, right at the back, which is the Fool card. Now that again is because it's your major card we've pulled for you, it's the Nought. So I want you to watch where something's going to be offered to you and something new to begin there, because it's a stepping out card. And I know it's the risk card and it's a risky time right now, but this card reflects on, you know, don't be overconfident. Don't be too confident that you drop off that cliff there. So having loyalty around you and the chance to go forward in your journey, because it's been offered to you on the cards. So don't get down. Know you're going forward. Lick your wounds to move forward. You're an authority, you're in charge, and there's no things to come, but do not burden yourself down there. So I will leave that with you, Pisces. Hope you've enjoyed your read. If you have, please leave me a comment, like and subscribe, and I will be back with you in the following week for another reading. Thank you for listening.